Hello, Jen here, and Merry Christmas in September. So for the layout today, I am using some of the goodies that I got from Jennifer Smith from Close to My Heart. She sent me this Comfort and Joy collection from Close to My Heart. So what I got is the papers and the sticker sheet, a 12 by 12 sticker sheet. And so I've been just itching to pull this out and start playing with it. I couldn't wait to get it open so that I could create a layout with it. So I decided to go with that red piece of paper. You get 2 of each pattern, and so I'm going to end up using both sides of that red piece of paper. And my idea was to go for something that was just uber classic Christmas. So I went into my stash and I pulled out 2 pieces of cardstock. The first one that you can see down at the very bottom, it kind of gives me the feeling of gold. It isn't shiny or shimmery or anything like that. I actually think it's also from Close to My Heart, but I don't know the name of the color, but it's kind of like a beigey taupe color, and it just feels like gold to me. And then the lighter one is a lighter gray, almost silver. So those are going to be my silver and gold, and then the piece of paper that I'm using will be my red and green. So it's just a very classic Christmas. That's what this collection is. The Comfort and Joy is just really kind of classic motifs. You can see both sides of the paper there. So lots of holly, and there's some Christmas trees on the sticker sheet, and just, you know, really kind of pretty, rich Christmassy colors. So that's really what I wanted. And my picture is quite dark. It's a picture from the Light Up Festival that happens in our town, so you can see it there. It's obviously at night, and there's just this big kind of one big spotlight where Santa is. So you're taking your pictures with your phone or whatever, and so it's not the best lighting. And so I thought I would go for just really simple classic colors and a really simple design, and then that way the picture doesn't get lost in the layout at all. So because my papers, I cut them to 6 by 6, I decided to cut my photo into a square as well. And I didn't really know what I wanted to do. I knew I wanted some layers, and I knew I kind of wanted to showcase all of the colors and kind of give you that vibe of classic, you know, silver and gold, red and green. And while I was kind of layering the colors together, or layering the papers together to see if these colors would even look right, I kind of liked the way that they were sitting. And so this is the design that I came up with based on how I had the papers kind of sitting together. And I would definitely recommend, if you have a T-square ruler, to go ahead and use that. If kind of measuring things with your eye isn't what you like to do, pull out your T-square ruler. You can see here I'm just eyeballing it, and I'm totally okay with that. But I do fuss a little bit because they're not quite straight, and I think everything is just slightly skewed over to the right-hand side. No, everything, now that I'm looking at it, everything is just slightly skewed over to the left-hand side, I think. So if you really wanted to make this perfect, pull out your ruler and you can, you know, find the center of the page and really make this look nice and clean and crisp and symmetrical. But for me, that wasn't as important as just being able to have lots of those layers and seeing all of the colors. And then this piece of paper here is from that pack that I was going through. It's the Simple Stories Christmas, one of their Christmas lines from several years ago. And I have the 6 by 8 papers, and they also are very classic Christmas. And so I wanted something else to mat the photo on that wasn't the solid red. And so I thought I would just go ahead and mat my photo on that. And it just helps it to stand out a little bit more by having that red and white in the background, because again, it's just so dark. And so now you can see me here pulling off some of the stickers, and they really are just that kind of nice classic Christmas. There's gold foil on these stickers, and you can see poinsettias and just some really pretty signs and things like that. So I pull off those white and gold kind of spirals. They have a little leaf in them as well. And I pull off the little holly and that, oh, and I pulled the 2 trees off. So those are what I'm going to use from the sticker sheet. And then I dove into my stash a little bit as well. So that little Noel that you see at the bottom of the page, that is actually a die cut that a friend of mine had. So I'm not exactly sure where she got it or what company made it or anything like that. We used to do crops. We tried to do them every couple of months, and someone always brought their manual die cutting machine, and then everybody brought all of their dies, and we just cut whatever we needed. So that's the last one I have of that, and I thought it kind of breaks up some of the darkness of the picture, and it just fit really nicely right there. So I went ahead and put that there. And I found some more trees. So there's a little chipboard tree and there's some wood veneer trees. And I do also end up putting a sticker from a little doodlebug sticker sheet. So just a bunch of different trees kind of in a cluster on either side of the photo. I took a little chipboard frame and cut it in half on the diagonal. And that's what is in the opposite 2 corners, so that top right hand corner and that bottom left hand corner. I just felt like it needed something because there isn't a lot of pattern on the papers that I used, and everything is so focused right in the middle. I just wanted something to kind of balance those other 2 corners. So I thought that frame kind of fit there really nicely without being super obvious or standing out too much. And then I just put a little word in each one because I have Noel on the picture and I also have that little red, it's actually like an acrylic piece. I'll show you a close-up in a second. But because I had that there and it says Merry Christmas, I decided to pull off those little words that say Noel and Christmas and put each one of those in one of the corners. And then this little holly sticker that I pulled from the sticker sheet, I'm going to end up putting as just a tiny little embellishment in the corners too, just to fill in that space a little bit so it looks a little bit more planned or a little bit more purposeful. So as I put this all together, you will see each of the elements. So that one tree that I just put down was a chipboard piece. I don't know where it comes from, unfortunately. I'm down to kind of the last little tiny bits and pieces of my Christmas stuff. I think I might actually have to go and buy some new supplies for this year because I'm getting pretty low. I just have the last tiny bits from random collections that I've had over the years, and I haven't really bought anything in many years because I had so much and was really encouraging myself and kind of forcing myself to use my stash up of Christmas for December daily and things like that. So it might be time to go and do a little bit of shopping. We'll see. But yeah, so I'm not sure where that is. Where the chipboard is from, but the one wood veneer tree that's on that same side, that's actually from Dollarama, and I can't tell you where this acrylic piece came from either because it's actually from a pocket letter that I got. So I'm not too sure where the person who sent me the pocket letter might have gotten it from. But those other 2 wood veneer trees are from the Studio Calico wood veneer packages that you used to be able to buy. You probably can still buy them, actually. I didn't get mine directly from Studio Calico. I actually got it from Winners, believe it or not. So, and then the one sticker again is Doodlebug, the little Christmas tree. What else do I need to tell you about? So the enamel dots, those are from Stampin' Up! And those words that I put in the 2 corners where the frames are, those are from Dollarama as well. So definitely mixing and matching all of my supplies here, which I love to do. I put a couple of enamel dots on either side of the photo and then into each of the little frames. And then I also just, because it's Christmas and it was nighttime and it's light up, which, you know, there's always tons of lights, and they light the Christmas tree downtown and stuff. So I really wanted to have a little bit of glitter or glitz. And so I'm going to pull out some sequins. The sequins that I have here all come from Michael's. I got them, probably 4 or 5 years ago. Everything was on clearance and they just had tons of sequins, so I grabbed a whole bunch. So I'm kind of doing tone on tone. I have gold sequins in the little framed section, and then I have red sequins on the red paper. I have green sequins for the green paper, and silver on the silver paper. So I just kind of liked that it gives a little bit of extra sparkle and a different texture. And then I'm going to finish the entire thing off with a little bit of Heidi Swapp Color Shine in gold. I am down to the last dregs of my bottle, so I'm being pretty stingy with it. But I thought it would look really pretty, and again, it gives another little texture and some sparkle. So at first I thought maybe I would try to just keep it on the gold paper or on the background, but I love the way that this gold color shine looks on the red and green paper, so I just decided to go for it, and I splattered everywhere. So you'll see that in the close-up, and I think it just adds a really pretty shine to the entire layout. And that is it. That's my layout for today. It came together so quickly, and I love how clean and simple it is. It all just kind of worked together nicely. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. There are links down below in the description box to everybody else who's celebrating Christmas today, and also to Jennifer Smith's Facebook and Instagram and her Close to My Heart page. So if you love this collection, please go and check it out. Close to My Heart has tons and tons of stuff, and I know Jennifer would love to help you out with it. And until next time, happy scrapping. Merry Christmas. Bye.